So the avoidant came in your life to heal your attachment style, basically. It's not that you are anxious attacher. It's just that you were anxious in the moment, in the time that you met this avoidant, okay? And they took the benefit of you being anxious, okay? In my case, I was feeling, insecure about, being, staying all by myself in a new city that was scary. And um, so, yeah, I let him in, and that's how the journey started, okay, of me healing my attachment style, okay. And the avoidant uh, is not your twin flame. He is actually the karmic twin flame, okay. He came in your life to, heal your attachment style, to make you secure, you know, that you feel secure in yourself, you know, to basically make you an individual of your own self, okay, so that you don't depend on any other person for feeling validated, or to, even if they, you know if they are not around you, don't feel abandoned or anything like that, okay. So, and so one more thing I want to share. The avoidant, after the avoidant discard, you feel so obsessed by them. And that is something, the reason behind it is that the avoidant was actually obsessed with your energy, okay. So their obsession was somehow projected onto you, because they chased you so much, okay. And they left you right when they were supposed to commit to you, uh, because of their own insecurities, because they have this thing in their mind, you know I suppose that they want a perfect relationship, and they do not realize that no relationship is perfect. It's it's you know it's up to you. You have to keep the relationship going on. You have to sometimes understand the other person, or compromise or adjust, okay. There is no compromise. It's about more about adjusting, and you know keeping the relationship moving forward. There is no relationship which is perfect, okay. You always have to work on your relationship. And they had this thing. This is kind of delusional to think that you will find a perfect relationship or perfect person. No, you don't, and you cannot. So that's why they left you, okay. And so so yes, that obsession stays with you for a very long time. And you slowly get out of it. It's a process. It takes time, okay. Nothing happens in a day. So yeah, you might take time to get out of that obsession, okay. So take your time. But you might had the intuition that somewhere something is off with this relationship, with this person, okay. So yeah, it had to end. In my journey I have faced I have got a I had got a catalyst who initiated the my awakening. Okay, and he was a covert narcissist, and then I got a avoidant who is a fearful avoidant. So so the narcissist, heals your personality, where you are supposed to work on your personality, and then there comes avoidant who is supposed to help you heal your attachment style. And when these two things are fixed, mm, that's when the real twin comes in. Okay, and so the real twin is you know going to uh, behave toxic if you set boundaries. Okay, and that toxicity is something that is not personal to you. It's their you know pattern that they are supposed to heal. Okay, you cannot take it personally. Okay, even though it might look personal, but it's not. You are not supposed to take it personally. I mean, you won't take it personally, because you know that these patterns are something that people have learned you know growing up. And I mean, you yourself have had learned patterns, and you also behaved in some ways that were not healthy. So obviously people have after healing you come to this understanding. You come to a point where you understand people have patterns, and some people choose to heal it, some people don't. And so the the real twin flame that you get after the avoidant, or the karmic twin flame, or I can say jinn. The avoidant is actually a jinn. Okay, the spirit working behind the avoidant, the karmic twin flame, is actually a jinn. Okay, because let's not get into that. Okay, let me just explain this. So the real twin flame have learned these patterns, but he himself does not have a particular pattern. Okay, avoidant is a pattern. um, the narcissist has a pattern, or maybe the real twin flame has a pattern that is similar and opposite to your pattern. That's why you may not uh, be able to figure out their patterns, because maybe they do not have a pattern, or maybe they have pattern, but it is totally something that is mirroring you. Okay, and I suppose they have a pattern, and that pattern is something mirroring between you two. Okay, but you cannot figure it out in this lifetime if they are really your real twin flame. Okay, because these marriages or union in a way karmic. Okay, karmic in the sense wherein you are supposed to stay with this person for a particular karmic reason. And when I use the word karmic, doesn't mean that it will be toxic, or in the sense there is a purpose for you to be together and serve a purpose. Okay, that's the karma. Okay, so yeah, so it's like you are working as a team to you know fulfill the karma that you are supposed to do together. Okay, it could be anything. I'm not sure about it right now, that it would be marriage itself or something, but I feel it should be marriage, because the divine feminine does the healing work to actually pass on that healing work for the coming generation, and that can be done only with the divine masculine, because the divine masculine uh, does not have the pattern that, I mean, I don't say that the divine feminine, I mean, you have done your healing work. Okay, now you have come to a level of shunya, because till now you were working, uh, healing the negative patterns, okay, within you. So when you heal the negative patterns, then you come to the zero level or the ground. Okay, so you have reached your ground, and now you have met somebody who is on the same level. Okay, the divine masculine, and now you are supposed to moving towards a positive, healing, positive side, wherein you are creating something together. Okay, he is not wounded. Okay, but he he has not maybe created something uh, by himself, because he is supposed to create, he's basically supposed to create it with you. Okay, that's where your journey from shunya to the higher level starts. Okay, so basically going up from shunya is basically about creating something together. Okay, so yeah, basically the divine feminine has, she does all these, I mean, healing journey is something, you know the feminine, all the feminine on earth are supposed to do. Okay, to you know find the masculine, in the sense not literally, but the masculine within you, to create something which serves God purpose. And I feel like women are supposed to create babies, in the sense that they have given a womb. Okay, to create babies with uh, healed, you know if you create a baby with divine masculine, uh, the healing passes on to the baby, to the next generation. Okay, and that is the purpose, I feel, for the divine feminine, or any feminine, to of that matter. I mean, feminines should do their inner work. Okay, so thank you.